Everybody on the internet who's hearing this right now, if you can guess what Pat's phone is in the background of his phone, you win $2. It's very obvious if you think about it.
Talking Normies. I don't know if anyone actually heard you say that.
Yeah, that's pretty loud as fuck.
The background photo on Pat's phone. What do you think it is?
Yeah, what do you think it is?
If anyone can guess it, we'll send you condolences. I don't know.
We'll send you something. We'll send you nice, loving vibes because if you think about it, it's super obvious.
What the fuck did The Rock do?
I will spirit bomb you. Good.
We're gonna talk about it.
What The Rock did? The Rock did something?
Please, if The Rock fucked up, this whole world is.
All right, just calm. Jesus, we haven't even gotten
well, I see the topic and I see Ryan Reynolds and The Rock. When we see a topic like that, that usually is bad.
That's a good thing.
Okay,
it's an all right thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a Hey guys,
did he fuck? Did he do like a Diddy thing or anything like that?
No, he didn't do anything.
Okay.
That might be the problem. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Talking Normies Podcast, where we're a couple of normies and we're talking. Typically, we get into some interesting things. We've also began a movie club. Today's movie we will be discussing is Gremlins, the first one. Because why? Definitely a Christmas movie.
There's multiple Gremlins?
There's two.
Damn.
Maybe an unsung third one that Netflix released and killed. Who knows?
I think there might be a third one. Because at some point they get like smart and it's fucking clowning.
There's a sexy one from the second movie. I remember that one because I was like, huh.
It might be the second one where they get smart because the voices, they have like, it starts at a crew for the voices.
Yeah, don't they do like a blinded me with science joke?
Yeah,
did the second one come out in the 90s?
Maybe.
Did the first one come out in the
90s? Because I remember, didn't like the fur babies or fur balls or something? Furbies or something like that came out in the 90s? I was scared shitless of Furbies because I thought they were going to be Gremlins.
It's the sexy one from the second movie.
Ayo, her fine ass.
Right? Out here looking all... All right, yes, we're going to be discussing 1984's Gremlins. And yes, the second one did come out in 1990, and there is a third one called Gremlins, the Puppet Story. I don't fucking know.
No,
that one sounds like some straight-to-DVD shit.
I don't think so.
All right, so week in motherfucking catch-up. I'm going to kick it off because over this week, I had some very fun things happen. Mainly that I got to go see Godzilla -1. For free in a secret screening. I can't tell you where it was at, but I did, and it was great. And if you guys get the chance to go watch that movie at any fucking theater, please do. Godzilla -1 is absolutely insane. I don't know when was the last time you saw a good Godzilla movie. Well, fuck, we saw one not that long ago. But this one is Japanese Godzilla. American Godzilla is kind of like, yeah, man, he might be a Godzilla for the people. Japanese Godzilla is like, I don't know when's the last time 30,000 people died, but it's gonna be today. He's like Japanese Godzilla, me and Marquetta were joking, reminds us of our cat. He's kind of indifferent to what he's doing. He's just like, listen, y'all pissed me off, and now you're going to have to deal with it, all right? That's just what the fuck it is. And it's like, but why? He's like, I don't know. It's just happening.
It's just happening.
Just live with it. This building right here, fuck this building. Like, why Godzilla? And he's like, because it was there.
Sunlight.
Why is it Godzilla -1? Like, what's the title? What's up with the title?
Shin Godzilla came out not that long ago, and that's just like a regular Godzilla movie, and this is a prequel, so... If there's Godzilla 1, then this is Godzilla -1.
Oh, my God.
But it's really good, though. I heard really good things about it.
Yeah. The same dude who wrote it and directed it also did the special effects. Homie was just like, all the other special effects workers were behind, so I just thought that I'd fucking bang it out. It's like, dog, slow the fuck down.
Damn.
It's crazy.
I wanted it to look, though.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks good, and it was a super good vibe. We did that. We got a uncomfortably large bag of popcorn. My lips are still dry.
I love that.
And then, last weekend we just did bus stuff. Someone broke the shower in a way that I can only describe as Incredible Hulked. Your shower has a plastic cylinder in it, and it was just like destroyed, like cracked and like brittled. Like it looked like someone
turn it on and off. Or?
Yeah, it looked like someone tried to turn it on. And then just was like, I wonder what'll happen if I just keep pulling this knob further. Maybe hot water will come out eventually, and it just like disintegrated.
Oh,
so
that's what it was. Someone was looking for heat.
Yeah, I totally want to know how. I spent all week fixing that, and I finally got that fixed by taking an old part and a new part and smashing them together on some MacGyver shit. I probably should have just bought the correct part, but I don't know how to find the correct part aside from trial and error. So figured that out, and then I started working on the turkey for this weekend.
Nice.
I started on that on Thursday.
You know what I just realized? This is my ADD bullshit.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about bus stuff.
Yeah.
And then I just realized bus is a very dirty word.
Bus?
Bus, because it could be bus stuff. And when bus stuff is like, like bus stuff, when people do bus stuff, like, like bus stuff.
You confusing the butt and bus.
And then bus.
Well, that's why I say bus stuff, because it's funny.
That's hilarious.
People are like, what did you do this weekend? We bus stuff. And they're like, butt stuff? I'm like, no, bus stuff. Like, me and the wife did bus stuff all weekend. And they're like, for real? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, in public and everything. Yeah, that was cool. And I went to a little photography event last, Friday. So that was it. I had a nice little weekend taking care of Caddy and shit and watching Godzilla. And I started making my turkey brine Wednesday night. And I've been brining this turkey, and now it's in the fridge drying, so it goes in the oven tomorrow.
Listen, I usually don't like fucking turkey, but I'll eat your fucking turkey. It's good.
All right, we're going to see. I'm worried about it. I've been staying up late. Like, fuck, this turkey's fucked up.
It was last year. Yeah, last year, a year before that, I tried this turkey, bro. It was good.
Damn. It was good. Hype.
The key is to start cooking it 4 days before you need to.
So you just need to let it marinate? That's what it is?
Yeah, you got to make a brine and then let it marinate. But then I also do an herb butter on it too, under the skin. Because I just hate dry turkey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's, I don't know.
That's why I don't like turkey.
I just want to pre-season it. That's all. Anyway, what you guys been up to all week long? What y'all been doing? What y'all been fucking around with?
I've been doing, the same old stuff, the gym stuff. And then I went to a buddy's oh yes. So you guys know Urgent, right?
Yeah.
So it was his birthday this past weekend, so we celebrated.
What the fuck, June? I ain't getting an invite. Damn.
Well, it was because his old buddies came in to surprise him and stuff like that. So I used to hang out with Sahel. Well, I'm not gonna drop names, but I used to hang out with these guys.
That motherfucker.
but him and then two other people from from his old days from work and school and shit.
Yeah.
So I used to hang out back with him in his spot down here, and I knew they were wealthy, but they had their parents' money,
Yeah.
So it wasn't their money, and I could still hang with them. But then this past weekend, I met up with them at Top Golf, and I'm like, I can hang with you fuckers. You guys just surpassed me. Each one of those motherfuckers had a Rolex on. Each one of those fuckers had fucking $10,000 shoes on. I'm probably exaggerating that shit. I'm like, man, where did I fuck? I should have stuck being a medicine. I should have stuck being a doctor. I fucked up.
What you want? You want them status symbols?
No,
that's what you want. You want fucking Rolex?
No, I don't even want that shit.
You know what they got to do? When they go to work at their jobs, they can't wear sweatpants, everything. You know who can? You can. Revelizing that shit. Living that shit, baby.
Yeah.
Do they get to bring their dogs to work every day?
No.
Hell nah. We only watch people die on screen.
Right?
It was more the fact that it's we were all started the same and now just, beat me. But it's whatever. But it was fun hanging out with them. And I think that I know how they asked me to do the whole bachelor party with them, and I'm like, it depends how you guys are gonna do.
Were they trying? They trying to go to Bali or something, bro?
That was exactly what it was.
Bali for real?
Yeah, they want to get on the beach, a house and in Bali. I'm like. Then the guy was trying to convince us it's so cheap and
I don't even know where Bali's at, bro.
He was convincing us it's so cheap.
I was looking at Bali.
It's actually a nice place, to get to Philippines or something like that. He said it's really cheap once you get there, but to get there is expensive. But he's like, man, it's really fun. And I'm like, man, can we just not do Cancun or something like that?
Something like that. Nah, I want to go to Ibiza or something.
Ibiza. I think Ibiza would be my bad. Ibiza.
You put Bali Islands in Canada. Bali. You spell Bali wrong.
Oh damn, bro! I was about to say you ain't going to the Labrador Peninsula, bro.
BALI.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got a work thing popping. All right, come on.
But no, they were trying to go there, and I knew how so these guys went to San Diego, and the San Diego is cool. It was nice, and it's pretty expensive, but. They balled out in San Diego, and this is just in San Diego. So I figured what possibly they're gonna do in Bali, but in San Diego, bro, they spend a low person's income in just
damn
for a year salary in just 7 days.
I would just like to point out that Bali is in Indonesia. The plane flight is 1 day and 4 hours.
Yeah,
you damn near you in Malaysia, bro. You in fucking Australia.
But he was showing me pictures. It looks nice. I ain't gonna lie.
It's beautiful and it's real cheap.
I mean, the Caribbean is right the fuck there.
To get there is gonna be expensive as fuck.
It might be like a stack to get there.
Look, this is gonna be my mild hot take on travel. I bet you Bali is beautiful, and I would love to go there to learn about their culture, and I fucks with learning about other cultures. But if we're going there just to fucking party, if we're not going to the cultural ministry to learn about the history of Indonesia and Bali, the Caribbean is fucking 3 hours away.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You ain't gonna know the difference between that beach and a Bali beach,
Chris,
bro.
You're speaking my language. Because that was my exact same argument. We were talking to this at the cigar bar, all right?
Yeah.
About this.
Oh, see, y'all did Top Golf and then the cigar bar. Y'all motherfuckers are out here.
Yeah. So we were talking about this. Like, listen, we could just go to the crib because I know most of the time it's just we're just getting drunk and gonna fuck around, and just party the whole time. And I know Urgent too. He's like he's the kind of like me. We're like he may go hiking, but that's probably it. But he ain't trying to do all the other stuff. So I even told him that, but he's like, listen. Like Bali, he's like he was telling me it's not just like the scenery, it's like the level of service you get there. Like,
so they on some status shit, bro.
That's what they want.
Trying to get my fucking feet rubbed.
That's exactly what he says. Like, you can get your feet rubbed on the beach while you just smoking hookah.
All right, you know what? If that go.
I don't know.
You're about to go wild out. You about to go to Bali.
I don't know if I can afford that type of shit. Get my feet rubbed while smoking hookah. I don't know if I can do that.
Pat about to sell his car and shit, bro. Be like,
Pat,
here. Why you selling cars? He's like, see, I get to Bali, dog. Like, how was it? He's like, smoked hookah, got my feet rubbed. It's like, worth it? He's going to come back telling everybody to go to Bali, bro. Let's go.
Probably wouldn't come back.
I mean, the guy who's pitched it to us, he said he's been there a couple of times. He loved it, so.
I won't go.
But no, that was pretty much my weekend. Just our friend's birthday, and then he got a. Luckily for him, he got a house finally, so I'm congrats for him.
Nice, moved up north side, right?
He's not on the north side, bro.
South side?
He's where you at?
Where I'm at?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say exactly.
Oh.
Where you, yeah.
We neighbors ish.
Yeah, you guys are neighbors. You, Navi, yeah.
Okay, bet. I'll go see.
Nice.
What about you, Spydrick?
Oh man, what the fuck did I do? Really, I've been getting. You know what? So I was super nervous because I was supposed to be I was running the 40 and up class.
For climbing?
Yeah, like the 40 and up club.
Okay.
I was gonna host that on Monday. So Saturday I was resting. I think we just kind of cleaned up a little bit. My dog has gone deaf, so I'm trying to learn like little different sign language stuff.
Oh no! When you said you were teaching her sign language, I thought just to be cute.
No, yeah, she's deaf. She can't hear anymore.
No, for real?
Yeah.
How old is Azilla?
13.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I mean she's just getting old.
Just hand signs.
Yeah,
she'll figure it out.
Yeah. So we're working it out.
How did you know she was going deaf?
She you know how like I let her off leash all the time whenever we walk. She wasn't coming back. Like she wasn't listening to me when I recalled her, and not just like not listening, but like literally ears don't twitch at all. It's like she doesn't hear anything.
Oh damn.
And then coming in the apartment, she doesn't hear you come in the door anymore, and like little stuff where she'll just be facing the other way. I'm just like snapping fingers and trying to get her attention. She doesn't hear, and then she sees me, and that's like, come here, and she's like, oh, what's up? I'm like, okay, you can't hear anymore. Other than that, I did a little bit of climbing, got a little bit of like filmed some stuff to get some content. I'm trying to get my like content back up on my Instagram, so I'm trying to post more. And oh yeah, I did all that stressing about the 40 plus club. I go in there. There's one guy who came, and I think we climbed for maybe like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm pretty much spent." I was like, "Oh, like I was ready to run y'all into the ground out here, but all right, I guess so." Yeah, didn't have much to do.
Damn.
Did a little bit climbing though. That was good.
All right. Well, shit. You got hyped up for it. It's too bad it didn't play out. I feel
right?
like a bunch of 40-year-olds climbing. You're about to
right?
You was about to be on some major pain shit, bro.
I thought they were gonna be working me out.
All right. Well, that's our weekend catch up. I got a couple of topics I want to talk about before we get around to the movie. One, we need some suggestions for some non-shonen anime. We've been doing sub versus dub lately, and after watching Godzilla -1, which is all in Japanese, I've come to the decision that like most. This is my opinion. This is my decision that I've just because, all right, I haven't watched enough Japanese subtitled movies yet, but like the voice acting for shonen anime is very much stylistic. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, okay, if you were going to listen to a main protagonist or the big badass dude yell in a Shonen Jump anime, right? It's like, oh, it's all gruff and shit. It's not a cool yell to it, and he sounds awesome, right? Mm-hmm. But like that's like everybody and all. You know what I mean? Like I need some in a lot of these animes, like I need more characters like Tanjiro that kind of sound like kind of chill and shit. You know what I mean? Like everyone doesn't need to sound like Billy the Badass all the time. Mm-hmm. And in a lot of these subs versus dubs videos that we've been doing, it's been like, oh well, that sounds really cool. And then you get to the Japanese, you get to the English voice actor, and it sounds different in different ways. And I'm thinking that it's because the English voice actors are bringing less of that stylistic substance and more like an actual like thinking of like screen acting substance to it. And I think that's why a lot of people don't like it, right? So a lot of people are like, oh, the English dub sucks. And that's because they're so used to hearing what a shonen anime is supposed to sound like, right? So then I'm watching the Japanese version of Godzilla -1, and there's all sorts of voices, right? Like there's a nerdy dude who's got he's got his nerdy moments, and even when he's hype, he still sounds nerdy. There's a guy who's like the kid, and he sounds like young and cheerful. Like they have all of the archetypes of all types of voices you expect to hear. You just don't hear a lot of those in a lot of the shonen anime we watch. You know what I mean? I feel like shonen anime has like its set characters. Like there's the dark badass, there's the goofy one, there's the girl, and then there's a couple of kids and a couple of old folks, and it doesn't really delve super far off of that. Once again, just opinion. And so what I came away from that is that I should watch less shonen anime. So less anime about fighting, just maybe some slice of life animes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like The Way of the House Husband?
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
That's one of Bria's favorites, actually.
Marquetta loves it too. I think she just really wants me to put on an apron and do stuff around the house.
That's
all
I
she's
think
getting
it's
for
like
birthday.
Dark Butler or something about a butler.
Black Butler?
Black Butler.
Black Butler? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So, somebody was suggesting Steins Gate, which I hear is pretty good and also not very. Family X Family.
Spy
Family
Oh,
X
Food
Family.
Wars?
Spy
Oh,
X
Food
Family.
Wars?
Food Wars,
Food
yeah, but I think
Wars,
Food
yeah.
Wars is like it's kind of a riff off of Shonen a little bit.
I feel that.
Like I think like the stylistic. Like I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying that I think that some of the voices there will be kind of the same. But yeah, that's what I'm after now. I want to dive into like, and that's why sometimes when we do the dubs, when I do them, at least I'll switch to other languages. Like, oh, what does it sound like in German? And like Star Wars in German slaps. Like just kind of getting away because I think it's a stylistic choice. Yeah, I mean,
Do Kotaro Lives Alone. It's on
ooh,
Netflix.
yeah,
It's
you're
really
telling me that one was really good.
Yeah.
Pat, do you have any suggestions for non-fighting animes?
I just gave you more of mine. Food
Yeah.
Wars.
Food
But
Wars,
that
yeah.
was it. But you said it was not showing it, so you know.
Ooh, 100 Girlfriends. I'm sorry, this has been suggested by Chris Hauser. 100 Girlfriends.
what up?
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah. Oh, Fruits Basket. Yeah, Fruits Basket. We watched a little bit of Fruits Basket. That was really good. So that's all. That's what I'm here to say is that here at the Normies, we watch a lot of fighty, trainy, big power move animes, and I think it's ruining our brains.
Oh, I watched one and it wasn't shown and I didn't like it.
What was it?
It was like this fucking cat or raccoon or something. Arazuko, whatever his name was.
Agretzko.
Agretzko, yeah.
Agretzko was fucking
Agretzko.
great.
No, it was.
I didn't watch it.
No.
You didn't like the dude who kept saying protein? It worked out a lot. That's why Marquetta wanted you to watch it because that guy was very much like you. Protein.
Yeah, but then you could. It wasn't my thing.
Yeah, I mean that one. I think that one's really good. It's a slice of life again. I like it when she does the death metal stuff because, like, you know, Japan fucks with some death metal. That's kind of tight. I don't know. So that's all.
I'm wondering, Skate 3 Live said, do you think you can help me? Is that a thing? Do we need to help somebody?
Depends on what it is. Skate 3. Why don't you go ahead and ask and we'll decide.
Yeah.
All right, next. Recently, I've been watching a lot of videos about the death of cinema. And one of those things that is killing cinema at this moment is that there are not very many movie stars that people go out to the movie see. Not very many new movie stars. A lot of the movie stars that are movie stars now are been movie stars for the last 2 to 1 decades, if not more than that. So this guy, who's the video I was watching, he polled a bunch of people and they said, and two of the people that reigned into some of their top picks for movie stars was Ryan Reynolds and The Rock. All right, and so this is going to all end with a question. So The Rock's career started off with him being in like Be Cool, where he played a gay bodyguard and taking a couple of other different interesting roles before he finally landed into his big franchise, which would be Fast and the Furious, right? Or any of the superhero movies. Ryan Reynolds the same way. He was in Waiting. He was in what's the fucking Van Wilder.
Yep.
He had a couple of different movies like Notebook and shit like this. So he was trying a lot of different things before he got to Deadpool. And then after Deadpool, it's been kind of comic book movies and more Deadpool stuff, right? And I think we can both agree, or all agree, tell me if you disagree, but Deadpool is just kind of Ryan Reynolds, right? Like, that's kind of his persona.
Yeah, it's still Van Wilder.
Right? Yes, there you go. And when we get to Hobbs from fucking Hobbs and Shaw or from Fast and the Furious, like,
he's just The Rock.
He's kind of just doing The Rock, right? So they've both kind of got careers where they are just being themselves. Like I've said that I'll go see any Rock movie, but also he's kind of just doing The Rock in all movies. Eminem is just Eminem in 8 Mile. Eminem's not a great actor. He's just fucking
So The Rock
Eminem
is
in
not.
8
See,
Mile.
I feel like you.
Well,
just,
now here's the main question. Here's what it's going to end with. Can you name me any of the character names that The Rock or Ryan Reynolds have been since Deadpool and Hobbs or Hobbs? Character names.
So here's the thing.
No, because they don't play.
But I'm bad with names.
Okay.
But I know he played the different in the Notice or the Red Notice. Also, Walking Tall, he wasn't just...
No. I said after.
Afterwards.
Because before that, they were taking chances on movies where they're playing some interesting characters.
But after that, he had the Fast and Furious franchise. And then he had the San Andreas movie.
Okay, now, who was he in San Andreas? Tell me what his character does.
Saving somebody from there?
Okay, and he's like ex-military or some shit?
Name, like the name of the character he played. I don't remember the
And tell me it's not the same dude from Rampage. And tell me it's not the same dude from the fucking skyscraper.
I got one, but you're not going to like it.
Yeah?
Maui.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to also Jungle Cruise, right?
Yeah. Okay, now how about Fairy Tail? Game Plane.
After.
No, but what was his actual name of the character?
I don't remember the character name.
What I'm saying is that like if I say, all right, now Harrison Ford, tell me some Harrison Ford character.
Harrison Ford is also about airplanes. And, like he's just jumping out like there's terrorist shit.
He's Han Solo and Indiana Jones.
Han Solo. Indiana
How about Air Force One?
He's
that's the only thing I know for him.
He's the president from Air Force One. I don't know his name from The Fugitive.
He also had a comedy movie with what was his name?
The point is that those are all
Jonathan Banks,
different characters. Like if we go to the older stuff, even Denzel, Denzel will play a hard ass, but sometimes Denzel's fucking in Training Day. Like you're seeing these guys take choices of different characters. Where Ryan Reynolds and The Rock have kind of been the same kind of character, which is really just themselves. Like
how about
every movie after
Ryan Reynolds has just only been Deadpool. What other movies has he been like Deadpool in?
Green Lantern.
But that was a shitty ass flop movie. Wasn't that good?
Okay, Red Notice.
Red Notice. He's not like that in the Red Notice.
Snarky, quippy, whippy boy.
That's fucking that Iron Man. That's like what the fuck?
Oh my God, him and Samuel L. Jackson.
The Hitman's Bodyguard.
Yeah,
and once again, that's a great fucking movie. But also Ryan Reynolds is just quippy, he's just the cool guy, bro. He's just. They're playing the same kind of characters over and over again. I'm not saying these movies are bad. I'm not saying these movies aren't making money. What I am saying is that these movies don't make you movie stars. And if you look at the directors that they work with, it's directors that don't really make big, like, creative choices, right? Like, they're not working with Spielbergs of the game and shit, right? They're working with dudes who just were like, yeah, bet, let's do this movie. I fuck with Rampage heavy. That movie is the exact same as Skyscraper, and it's the exact same as fucking San Andreas. I fucked with the Hitman's Bodyguard, the Hitman Bodyguard wife, and what was the one he did? I can't think of the other one. But like those are it's kind of the same kind of dude, bro.
But that's what the people want.
Nah. Here's the thing. Here is the thing about art. Fuck what the people want. You have to make new things and try new things if you want to get to that upper echelon. I'm not saying these motherfuckers ain't billionaires. I'm not saying that they're not fucking killing it. I'm saying that they're doing tequila lines and they're doing this and that. And they got these TV shows and all that shit, but like they're not really pursuing art anymore. The Rock based his career off of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger was in fucking Twins. Let me see The Rock make Twins.
The Rock did comedy movies. You just don't know about
until after. Yes, I'm saying after he made
but it. But also, Arnold Schwarzenegger started comedy. Then he wasn't doing comedy in his prime. He was doing comedy as he started now.
No, I'm not just talking about comedy. I'm talking about choices. I'm talking about these big like movies that are good and working with good directors that like have like lasted throughout fucking history. Terminator is still one of the greats, bro. Mm-hmm. Terminator 2 is one of the great. You know what I mean? Yeah. And what I'm saying about The Rock is that like I don't see him and Ryan Reynolds to the exact same extent taking chances on like making films. I see them taking chances on making movies that they know are gonna do well.
You don't think they're taking like you say you don't think they're taking chances, but I feel like they're taking the biggest chance. They're taking a chance on betting that being themselves is going to make them the movie star.
But it's not going to make.
Like
it's going to make money.
It's not even that because they are movie stars. The fact of the matter is that they've put out enough movies that are like bangers. You know what I mean? Like Six Underground was also good. Where like I feel like Ryan Reynolds is just playing an action movie star. And then we know that Deadpool is something that he worked for. Like he worked to get that out. He wanted that. That's the thing that he wanted to do. So yeah, by his choice, I feel like he knew to stick to his guns. He picked a character that already is basically like himself. Mm-hmm. And even in comic books, Deadpool calls himself Ryan Reynolds. Like at some point, they're like, "What did you look like?" It's like, "Well, think about me as the dashing Ryan Reynolds." Yeah. I feel like all that shit just kind of landed right in his lap.
I think they worked on it. I think they put this shit together hardcorely. I think they went fucking ham at it. But what I'm saying is that like I don't see them winning any Oscars anytime soon or anything like that. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. What I'm saying is that two of the people that we can all agree are at the top of their games that are movie stars now aren't like the movie stars of yesteryear because I don't see them taking chances on properties. They're not taking chances on. Ryan Reynolds knows it, that if he's Ryan Reynolds in the next movie, it's going to do well. That's not a chance. He's done that. He's built it up. He's got it, bro. He's like got a fucking solid 3-pointer from the line every single time, and he goes for that every single time.
So
and sure, it's going to hit. What's the problem is that, like,
he's making money.
That's not the point, though, right? The point is, I wished was to make art. Like, we need movies. We need movies still, and we need our guys in our movies still.
That's why we got RC First movies for that. That's why we got the Sundance films for that.
We used to have that on the big screen. That used to be on the big screen, like, years ago.
Well, yeah,
but now you got to understand, it's all about money.
It's all about the superhero movies now.
Now it's all about the marketing and money.
Yeah.
Where I'm like the Sundance films, like Everything All at Once, that had to be like word of mouth. Like, so now it has to be anything good. It has to be word of mouth.
What I think is that that's gonna land us in a place where, like, fucking, I mean, the movie industry is gonna fucking crash eventually. I know that it's like, hey, this is making us money and this is good, and like they're gonna try to run this shit into the ground, and without people at the top of the game wanting to do something that is different or change the landscape, if the only thing that they're pursuing is, like, when The Rock calls his movies properties, it makes it sound like he's in the stock market, bro. He's like, oh, this is a really good property, instead of being like, this is a really good fucking project that I worked on, and like I had an artistic goal to come out of it at the end.
My question to you is this. Maybe The Rock and Ryan Reynolds would love to make more arts movies, right? But the studio heads, at the end of the day,
they own their own studios. They both own their own studios.
Nice.
But they don't own big studios, so they can only do so much. And so since they can only do so much with the smaller studios, they have to make money, so they know that this is only going to make money. But they would love to make more cool shit or do out of bounds stuff, but maybe the studio heads know that this is what works, and we know Rock being Rock makes money, so that's the only thing you can do to Rock.
I don't remember when it was, but Arnold Schwarzenegger, who The Rock has said on record that he's modeling his career after, he got into real estate. And the reason he got into real estate was so that he could make money to support himself, so that he could make more artistic choices in the movies that he took.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that The Rock has to do the same thing, but what I am saying is that he could do that. I'm saying if The Rock wanted to make more artistic choices in his movies, he would. We know The Rock will do anything he wants to. What it feels like he's trying to do is keep a super clean and pristine image so he can run for president or something.
That's what he's trying to do. And we can't hate him for that.
No, but I can be like, damn, wouldn't it be tight if the biggest movie star wanted to be a fucking
But here's the thing now.
What if Kobe spent half of his time not focusing on the shit on the court and being like, I'm trying to do all this other stuff, like chasing an empire.
Kobe knew he couldn't play basketball forever. I mean, you got to have a plan afterwards.
Yeah, but Kobe's
But while you did it, though, he was the best at it.
Yeah, but he was never going to be a politician. The Rock knows he wants to be a politician afterwards. So, like, for example, let's say The Rock plays an out of bounds movie, and he is totally something different, and the masses hate for him. That masses will always remember The Rock being like that, even like for politicians. Like he has to play the way he is. So if and when he wants to run for president, the masses love him. If they see him being like a horrible villain in the movie, they're just gonna assume that's him.
Okay, I'm in the ride for good movies, and so as being the guy in the ride for good movies, I kind of want to see him play against type. When's the last time he had a fucking sex scene in a movie? When's the time?
No one wants to see that.
Well, what I'm saying is, though, he's a giant leading man. If you look at leading men of old, I'm just saying, if you look at the old Hollywood archetypes, bro.
But we can't have those anymore.
We can't. But that's because
social media will get that banned. They'll be like, we can't have sex scenes in some movies. And because the Rock movies are not rated R movies, they're
not. It doesn't. All right, I'm not saying it needs to be a rated R movie. I'm saying that, like, even like on-screen kisses and shit. Like, I don't know. The Rock doesn't have relationships in movies.
Because he's married.
A thing that used to be.
Matter. It's not even the marriage that matters. It's the fact that no one wants to see The Rock in a relationship. Like, legit. Have you ever seen The Rock cry on screen? Because it's horrible.
What if he got better at it, though?
Yeah, also, you guys not watch Gridiron Gangs? He showed a lot of emotions.
I'm not talking about the old movies. Gridiron Gangs, I mean, fuck, we could talk about Sutherland Tales and shit, man. He's got movies back in the day. I'm talking about now. I'm talking about the shit that's on now. Like, when I have to go look for a good movie, I got to go find a fucking A24 and I got to go off books and shit. It used to be that movie stars would make good movies.
Nah. I like the days when Miramax would just give any nigga with a camera the ability to
because
fuck with Clerks, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Miramax is just handing shit out.
That's all. That's all. I think the landscape of like movie stars and good movies and the shit that like makes it to the theaters is just kind of super meh.
Well, it's all about the money now.
I think that's a problem.
I mean, you gotta blame the studios for that.
Do you?
People are doing it well. I
The
feel like
studio
movies
heads.
are still doing good. I mean, I'll still go see like anything with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know any of the characters' names that he's played.
But anything with Nick Cage, like yes, like the other day, I watched anything with Eddie Murphy. Candy Cane Lane came out. I watched that. It was still good.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
Eddie
no.
Murphy's
I
a
feel
movie
like
star.
Eddie Murphy has become. Well, yeah, I guess so. Because movie stars become all of a sudden this. They're just them in movies. Like I
Yeah.
no longer see their character. I just see the actor that is.
because
Eddie
they've been
Murphy,
doing it
I
for so
expect Eddie
long.
Murphy to be
But
Eddie
I mean,
Murphy.
it's the same with like Will Smith.
I expect Jim Carrey to be Jim Carrey.
Yeah, well, no, because you know what,
Jim
Jim
Carrey
Carrey,
But Ace Ventura, the
from
whole
Ace Ventura to The Grinch to Dr. Robotnik, like those three are close but different in their own very specific ways. Like I love Jim Carrey. That dude's
Yeah.
he's crazy good, talented.
And I just like to point out that we're still mentioning a lot of old movie stars. No one, there's no new like.
Well, because all the new movie stars suck ass. No, we got someone who's skinny. Like
who is oh my god, see, it's gonna be fucked up. They better take
the
my
only good
car.
person that we got right now is Idris Elba.
Wow.
Idris Elba isn't new,
That nigga from
motherfucker.
The Wire, boy, he old.
But yeah, but he.
All right, cool. You could say Zendaya. Now name me a Zendaya movie
no,
that
who's
Denzel Washington's son.
Denzel
Kaluuya?
Washington, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
David Kaluuya.
You know what? I fucked with Tenet. I wish more people would have seen it.
Tenet was great. I don't know why people don't like Tenet.
not see
Daniel
it.
Kaluuya. Yeah. So for some of these newer people, I think they're not as big. The
Lupita
movie star.
Nyong'o.
There's no big new movie stars, bro.
Bro, Lupita Nyong'o's out here killing it.
Lupita is indeed, but also
a lot
like,
of people though, it's
they're
also,
not.
it's
What I'm
not
saying,
like American movies. Like you'll find more foreign films, I guess.
we need to dive out into it. But I'm saying like back in the day, like if Denzel was in a movie, you would go see that movie, right?
it's a
like that was
Denzel
just
movie.
okay, cool. Like, are you going to go see the Lupita movies?
If that, yeah, actually.
Did you guys see fucking the 355? That
Yeah.
was a Lupita
Oh,
movie. That
no,
movie was
I
awful.
didn't.
I
I
did
wanna
see
see
it,
it,
and
though.
I
I
watched
wanna
it
see it.
specifically for that. But still, like, that's why I don't know,
Wasn't
man. It's
good.
just it's not the same. And I know that I'm not saying that it needs to be the same. I'm saying that it needs to be moving forward in a way that is good. And right now, all I really see is that like it's just about giant IPs
Michael B. Jordan's
and
new.
fucking properties and shit. And
I do want to say something on that.
Yeah.
So here's also maybe why we don't see those big movie stars is because, like you just said, the Lupita movie. You guys would go watch any Lupita movie, but she just made one and it was horrible. Now some people will be like, "Hey, I don't want my name, my brand, like The Rock, to be associated with anything bad." Think what happened to Brendan Fraser. He had some bangers and then he just sucked ass and he fell off the face of the earth. So I feel like people don't want their names to be ruined. They know what works and just stick with that. You can't hate them.
yeah,
for
but
that.
I can. If you don't take chances, then we're never going to innovate. And if we don't innovate, then we die. Period. On every front, on everything,
But then
everywhere
we're
in the
gonna have
world.
people like Brendan Fraser careers. Weird people are just gonna fall off the face of the earth.
And then he came back. But
He
also,
came back in what?
regardless, he
Whale.
came back in The Whale, and he also came back in I
didn't
heard
see
Doom
that 'cause
Patrol.
I saw Doom
Seen
Patrol.
Doom Patrol?
Yeah, I haven't
I
seen
watched
it.
like the first episode.
And he was gonna be in Batgirl, but that didn't work out. And he also has a small part in the Killers of the Flower Moon.
Again, these are all these movies that they're not popular, so they ain't that good.
Yeah.
What
I think,
about the white chick that was Black Widow's sister?
Florence Pugh?
Yeah. She's been killing it. She's new, right?
Yeah, she is, but I don't.
What else she
Who's
in?
going out to Florence Pugh
Yeah,
movies?
what other first few movies are there?
I'm not saying it's a
Midnight
bad thing.
Somar.
I'm saying that with the studio spending fucking $200 million on every movie and needing to make $1 billion on everything and else to make their money back, that it's making it so that like smaller movies that are taking more chances, that are maybe quote unquote more artistic, aren't getting made. It has to be the next franchise. It has to be the next big thing. It's being treated like the stock market, where it needs to be a little bit of money in, or a lot of bit of money in, and a whole lot of bit of more money out. But like, you can make a $50 million movie still, right? Can we not? Can we just have some smaller movies that aren't dependent on
50 Cent
every
made some
fucking thing?
movies. 50 Cent made some good movies, but we don't hear about them because, they're small time. But the thing is, you need marketing. 50
you
Cent
did.
got the marketing money.
It's just, I don't know. The times have changed, and I don't see shit moving into a super positive way for movies. And I like movies. And it's part of the reasons why we do the movie club. And don't worry, in the new year, we will be doing some new movies as well, because there are new good movies that come out. But You know,
honestly, watch Candy Cane Lane. That was actually surprisingly really good with a good message, and it's very self-aware.
Yeah,
like about
is it a Christmas movie?
It's a self-aware Christmas holiday movie. It's really good.
It's Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy
being a movie.
Yeah,
it's just gonna Eddie Murphy the fuck out.
Well, actually, you'd be surprised.
Oh,
You'd be surprised.
Whoa,
I was expecting that, and I was kind of disappointed about that because I didn't get the Eddie Murphy shit.
I will say that I don't know. I'm gonna get off into my indie film bag real deep and just start watching weird movies and not telling nobody.
But also, when you watch these weird movies, that like for example, not every single weird movie is gonna be a banger, right? So the times when you watch these weird movies, they stunk ass, like horrible ass, you feel like you wasted time. Right?
No, you don't. I don't.
Bullshit.
I enjoy a movie like kind of period. Just the fact I enjoy watching what someone else put time into as far as some movies go. And if they suck, I enjoy being able to talk about how bad they were.
Yeah.
But you just wasted an hour or whatever.
It's not a waste, though.
No, it's an hour I had to burn anyway.
I see. That's why I can't do... I need to know a movie's at least decent or good. If I see a shitty-ass movie and I just wasted a shitty-ass... Because, like, for me, it's like I can't stop watching a shitty movie because I need to know how it ends.
Yeah.
You know, so I just get frustrated that I wasted a whole...
You don't make fun out of that? Like, you can have
I make fun of myself for watching a shitty-ass movie in the first place.
That's hilarious.
No, man, you can have a fun time doing something like that.
Talk to the movie. Talk about the movie.
Somebody or Watchdog says that Godzilla versus Kong is out here roasting people on spending billions on movies when it's not spending that much and absolutely making it. Anyway, so now that we've talked about movies a whole bunch and we're going to talk about movies a little bit more, I need to make a quick announcement. We said we were going to go sledding as soon as it snowed.
Yeah,
but
it's just not happening now.
Yeah,
how you know?
Well, I mean, it's just been kind of warm-ish, and I don't know how.
It's December, January when it snows for us. You guys, we know this.
And I don't know how we're going to be able to lock down a for sure day when it's going to snow. So what I'm going to suggest is that in January we just go skiing down by Cincinnati.
Yeah, Perfect North.
You don't want to go skiing?
It's same thing, bro. You can take a sled.
But like, is it going to be real snow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I thought it was fake snow. I didn't know.
No, they have a machine that makes snow, but it's made out of ice and water. So I mean, it's real snow.
So hold on. So, Chris.
Yes.
You are a big progressive, person. You're all about the planet and everything.
Michael
right?
Fassbender, yeah, you guys.
So right, and you're okay with them wasting water on skiing for ice?
They waste water on golf courses too. I wish they would do less of that. At least the skiing one is only seasonal. Okay. These golf courses are doing it all the time. So if you're asking me why,
I'm
because
surprised.
The area has plenty of water that they're in. They're by a river. It's not like they're in a desert.
Yeah, but the water could be used somewhere else when we're shorter of water somewhere.
Yeah, but in the Midwest right now, we don't have a shortage of water, because we've got rivers and lakes. If there is a shortage of water, then yeah, we should probably not be using it on fake snow. But in the region that we live in, it's fine.
I even knew that. I thought fake snow was made out of like styrofoam or some shit like that.
No, God, no. What? No, this shit, it's water and ice. You can make a snowball if you want.
Because in the movies, it's like shaky. Like it's not.
Yeah, but that's like snow from movies. This is. Snow
I thought they were using what they were using in the movies.
Nah. All right, y'all. So we watch Gremlins.
Ayo.
I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of Gremlins.
Yes,
before,
go ahead.
Before we start talking about it.
Can't believe you didn't like it, Pat.
I didn't like it because Chris is trying to tell me something.
Pat thinks that I'm trying to tell him something on Gremlins. All right, so let me tell you a few things about Gremlins. Oh no, the wiki page, motherfucker. God damn it. My phone is being a bitch right now. You're not gonna pull up wiki on Gremlins? There it is. I'm sorry, guys. Now I was talking about Gremlins and aircrafts. That's
Gremlins and aircrafts.
Gremlins.
Bro, that shit happens.
Yeah, I mean that's where like the term comes from. You guys ever see that Twilight Zone episode?
No.
There's something on the wing of the plane.
Yeah. All right, cool. So here it is. Gremlins, 1984, is a comedy horror film directed by Joe Dante and written by Chris Columbus. Do you guys know what else Chris Columbus has written?
Oh my God. It's something big.
Written and directed. He's done Home Alone 1. Home Alone 2, Christmas with the Cranks, Christmas Chronicles, and Christmas Chronicles 2.
Man, really fucks with Christmas movies.
Yeah.
So obviously it has to be a Christmas movie.
Is he somehow related to Christopher Columbus?
No, hopefully not. Starring Phoebe Cates, Zach Gallion, yada 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 yada. Give me the quick summary of the plot.
Do you guys know who the voice of Gizmo was?
No. Oh, it's Howie Mandel, right? Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yep.
Fucking Howie.
How about that? All right, so it draws on legends of folklore of mischievous creatures that cause malfunctions, gremlins, in British royal forces dating back to World War II. The story follows a young man who receives a strange creature as a pet, which spawns other creatures out of its back. Let's be for real, if the gremlins existed, they would overpopulate the world in like an hour.
For sure.
The budget for the movie, $11 million. Box office, $212 million.
Yeah.
Made that motherfucking money back.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Spielberg was an executive producer or something,
Yeah,
because I don't know if
he
you
did.
noticed
It said
this.
it's a Spielberg movie.
The square, the town square, is the exact same from Back to the Future.
Nice.
So, anyway, that is the setup for the movie. What did you guys think? Let me hear Spidey's first, because I think Spidey has a normal take on it. Spidey, you suggested this movie. Why did you suggest it?
Because I love the movie. It was one of my favorite movies growing up. It was like one of the first like scary movies that I got to really watch. I don't think I was supposed to see it when I saw it. And the fact of it being this adorable little creature that turned out to be, you know, the bad guy kind of thing, was so cool to me. I don't know why. Like, I just thought it was cool as fuck. The little song that they sing and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what a cool pet that
Also,
would be.
you weren't able to celebrate Christmas. So,
Right,
like,
yeah.
It had a lot of things about not liking Christmas, too.
Yeah.
They only had one
Scrooge
character who
neighbor
didn't
and all
like
that,
Christmas. Upon my second watch, I was getting heavy Wizard of Oz vibes
Yeah.
from the old lady. There's like several Wizard of Oz references with her. Actually, this movie's kind of chock full of references, like flash dance and shit, and the fucking painting of dogs playing poker. It's a weirdly referential movie. It's a very pop culture movie, especially for the time, I have to
I didn't even
imagine.
get that either. Fuck.
But yeah, the Wizard of Oz shit with the old lady was like, I'm gonna get your dog. Like, she's literally
Yeah, somebody came to my bank and said, I'm going to kill your dog in a slow, painful death. Man, she's not making it out of the bank.
Yeah. I
right.
remember how you
Like, what the
talked
fuck?
about
Man?
her.
You can't do that shit.
Yeah.
Her death is one of the funniest in the movie, and when she dies, her legs are up like the witch that gets smashed by the house in Wizard of Oz. Which I was like, damn, this movie's doing some shit. Anyway, we're gonna talk about. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out a good place to put in Pat's hot take.
Can I not just talk about it right now?
Let's do that, and then we'll talk about the characters.
No, I just want to talk about it right now. Cause
Yeah, I said let's do that, and then we'll talk about the
here it
characters.
goes. Listen, I feel like this. I wanted to like this movie, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, because the drunk guy talked about Gremlins being foreigners and saying like the foreigners ruin everything.
He was saying the Gremlins are in the foreign cars.
In the foreign cars, in the foreign, like,
Yeah.
you know, but it becomes a gremlin. You know, those malfunctions. So I thought this was propaganda for avoid globalization and buy American goods, don't buy foreign goods.
Okay.
That was my first thought. And then these gremlins started to like multiply and stuff, and then like, you know, get them out of here. We don't want them in this town. And then like, so they're talking about foreigners because they don't want foreigners at all anymore. They want to get rid of all the foreigners because like apparently, you know, foreigners, we multiply when we come here. So, you know, so get rid of them. So I'm like, damn. And then like they were pretty racist. Had some racial stuff with like, you know, when the Asian guy came in, like it was very stereotypical stuff there. And I just felt like this movie was about. The purpose of this movie was like, yeah, it was about during Christmas time, but it's like, hey, we want America back, get rid of all the foreigners, only buy American goods.
See, this feels like the same kind of reading you would have brought from Princess Diary, but you did for Princess Bride, but you did for Princess Diary. I love that because I never got that from the movie, but
I didn't either.
can't
Now
disagree with you.
it. Yeah,
it's all there
because that makes sense. Like, especially if it was made in the 80s, I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Pat's coming with the critical quote
Right?
unquote woke take on
Right.
the fucking Gremlins movie.
Gremlins, nigga, what?
Damn. So, we will get back to that. But as we move on, we're going to talk about the other things in the movie, like the characters. Your boy Billy. Oh, and everyone. All right, so here's the subtext I was getting from the movie. Everyone in the town is struggling to get jobs and get work, right? Everyone's coming to the bank asking for them to hold off on it, right? So we're getting a little bit of Christmas Carol-esque stuff, you know, Scrooge and shit like that. But everyone's struggling for work. You even got Phoebe Cates' character, who I think name is Katie, who's working like 2 jobs, and one of them she's like working for free, so no one would have to fire anyone else. Billy's being super nice and shit, and being like, "Oh, I can help here, I can help there." His dad's a traveling salesman who's struggling too, and the mom is probably a saint for putting up with this motherfucker's silly ass.
Right?
Oh my god,
She is straight as saint.
none of the inventions work, and she's like, oh,
Right?
And he's spending so much money going to the conventions. Also, one thing I noticed, all the like this movie was very good on, not very good, but like had a lot of like product placement stuff.
Yeah.
The logos changed over time. I saw how like logos changed, like the Burger King.
Old school Burger King logos. That shit felt like nostalgia, bro.
The cores had 3 colors. Now it's just 2 colors. Yeah, the Coca-Cola cans changed too. Like I just like the M&Ms. Yeah.
While we're on references too, while the dad is at that convention, there's a robot behind him, which is the robot from Lost in Space, the OG one.
Oh wow!
Warning! Real Robert's in danger. That bullshit. I'm old, and I know no one else knows that. Even from my age,
I know
you don't
exactly
know
what you're talking about.
And then in the background, there's a dude he's sitting in the time machine from the book and old movie, The Time Machine, and like at the convention, and then he's talking to his wife, and when he cuts back, he's gone completely, like in a puff of smoke, and they're like people are like patting it down the ground, like dude invented an actual time machine, and my guy was about to come with his fucking toothbrush machine, so he was automatically gonna lose that shit. I want to talk about the character of Gerald, who was like his friend that he called Jer, who was like, look, I made junior partner by the age of 23. By the age of 25, I'll have the old man's job. He's on some like 80s greed is good type shit. He's like, you got to get out here. You got to get this fucking money, bro. Like in this small town, like homie's going to be working in Wall Street doing lines of coke off of fucking strippers in the bathroom. But like he's out here trying to get it and like trying to get this money and being super about that and working with and working for the bank, while it kind of seems like the rest of the town is suffering, except for Miss Deagle.
Miss fucking Deagle, who's out here evicting motherfuckers on Christmas, like
right?
Damn.
What she say? She was like, oh yeah. She was like, well, I guess you know what to ask Santa for Christmas. It's like,
yo, she said, me and the banker in the same business to make money.
She's like, I'm not trying to support a bunch of deadbeats. And like these people, they didn't seem like deadbeats. They just seemed like regular motherfuckers. Like even when the lady walked away, she was like, the kid was like, I'm hungry, and the mom was like, yeah, me too. And it's like, yo, what's going on in this town? It feels like it's getting hit hard by fucking greed. And they had a lot of that there, but that was all subtext and all just kind of paintings in the background for fucking Gremlins to pop out.
Yeah. That's like Johnny Blue. I agree. Lost in Space, like the one on Netflix, slaps.
I only watched that first season. I remember it being good though.
Yeah, it is. It's good. It's 3 seasons.
And before we talk about any of the other characters, when we learned that the Gremlins don't like lights, and they used a camera to take a picture of that gremlin. Mm-hmm. That was a Canon AF-35M.
Do you have one?
I had one similar to it, and I recognized it immediately. So you got to shout out the film cameras. But what do you guys think about the Gremlins on the whole? Like being kind of a setup, because like they got too many rules and like they're fucked, right?
Yeah, they're fucked.
How long do you think you guys would keep a gremlin before fucking up one of the rules?
I think I'd be good. I think honestly would be good, because I mean me and you we had pets. We take care of pets. I feel like the rules are simple. Don't get it wet. Don't feed it after 12. So, I mean, who's gonna feed it after midnight? I don't ever feed my pets after midnight. And the other one's bright lights. Man, fuck. I don't even like lights either.
All right, Pat is actually the perfect person for a gremlin. For me personally, I'd be like, no, like I don't know. There's water around all the time. How much water is too much water?
He's got to stay in the basement.
Also, these motherfuckers found a thing that existed never ever before, and no one was like, oh, what the fuck? They're all like, oh, that's cute. It talks, and it's like, yo, 80s were a wild time, bro.
I don't know, man.
You just accept this shit.
He got it from a dude in Chinatown who looked like he'd been through some shit.
Dude did look like he's a million years old,
but
bro.
he said, no, I'm not selling that no matter what. And
even for $200 back in the day.
And he needed the money to the point where the kid went and did it. Fuck kids also, because the kids are both the reason shit got fucked up. The first kid's a little Asian kid that sold us the Mogwai in the first place. The second kid gets Gizmo wet the first time. He fucks that up, so... Oh,
and then they keep getting them wet. Gizmo clearly doesn't like this, bro. Like, what's happening?
He's like, look at this.
And then taking the blood. That's why they're pissed. Also, the whole movie. I'm going to the end of the movie, but the whole movie theater thing.
Hey, that shit was wild.
That was cool. It was wild. But they didn't need to blow up the movie theater. We knew they were affected by lights. So why don't we just turn all the fucking lights on? They'll be done. We didn't have to blow up the theater.
You could have kept movies running until the daytime, maybe.
They wouldn't have noticed. I think one of the... All right, so... I did think the movie was funny. All of the racist xenophobia shit aside that Pat has noticed. When she's serving them at the bar, it's like, bitch, where are you serving them? What are you doing? She's just like pouring drink. It's like, what are
like, think about it. Like, I'm telling you, man, that I wanted to like this movie, but I couldn't, because they made the Gremlins being dumb. They were frantic. You can't predict what they're gonna do. Again, like foreigners.
One of them was flashing. You just walked in. It's like,
like, bro, you might need to watch the second one. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, they did flash dance. One of them gets a gun, bro. A gun and a tiny ski mask. It is confusing as fuck, but it's God. I don't know, the movies. It's like the kind of 80s unhinged that like I absolutely love. And because Chris Columbus can't help himself, it's very Christmassy.
Yeah.
I think he just wanted to put the Christmas element in there, but it wasn't.
They hung the dog in the lights.
That was fucked up.
Like early on, I was like, "Damn, bro, savage." You gotta see the second one. At some point, they get real smart, and one does an interview on TV. It's great.
What?
He's like a smart gremlin. Yeah,
it's honest gold. He's like, "Well, sir, the reason those gremlins are so diabolical."
They were all the way down for Whistle While You Work there. I like this movie. I think it's funny as fuck, and like kind of doesn't have the right to be as funny as it is.
I'd love a remake.
When Mrs. Deagle gets launched out of her fucking
was hilarious.
That bitch goes up like seven flights.
I didn't know that house was that tall.
It wasn't. She still gets shot out of the second floor window. That's what makes it even funnier. It's like you're like, where is she going? And then launch like one of those old school practical effects where they're like, how are we gonna do this? And someone on set was like, listen, we're gonna rig up a chair to a fucking cannon and we're just gonna shoot this bitch out the window, dog.
Chuck her out the window. And
then like, can we do that? Is it gonna look good? He's like, it's gonna look hilarious.
There's a scene where the Santa Claus is being like just eaten by gremlins basically, and he runs outside and he runs into the cop car, and the cop's just looking at him.
Close the door.
Yeah, he's just like, what is that? What's going on with him? What's on him? I'm like, yeah,
bro, you asked me too many questions.
Aren't you gonna help? No, we're going back to the station. Go back to the station.
Yeah, the whole town gets absolutely wrecked, and I do think it's just the gremlin kills, like even the mom when she gets one in the microwave, she gets one like she stabs one to death, and like none of them are freaking out hard enough. I feel like like none of them transition from being in a horror movie, from being in like this Christmas comedy to being in a horror movie. Like none of the characters transition. They all stay in like comedy mode.
They're ready.
They're just like like no quips or anything, and it's just like, yo, y'all ain't gonna acknowledge this. Like no one's gonna be like like, and I mean that's one of those old things about movies where like some of the old ones, like it doesn't get self-referential. They're like, oh wow, isn't this crazy? They're just like,
you just accept it.
Yep, you just accept it's happening. You accept your reality, and you're rolling with it. And like, bro, shit, it's going down. It's like Attack the Block, kind of. That's a good one. I'll save that one for later. But so, Pat, were there any other grievances you had with the film? You didn't find it scary, right?
It was scary in the beginning when the scene with the guy was, found him back in the lab, took his arm off. That was scary. But then after I saw what they were, it wasn't that bad. But then I was just, again, throughout the whole movie, my thing was like, man, these motherfuckers are racist. They don't.
All right, Pat, we have to confront you. You can't just be saying foreigners act like gremlins, bro. You're saying that. I mean, I know a lot of foreigners. They seem to act like regular motherfuckers. I'm married to one. She's all right. She's not a gremlin all the time. But I can see that. Just someone being like, and these fucking foreigners, they come to our country. They love Disney movies. They smoke our cigarettes.
He was mad that his TV was busted. He said, I should have bought American.
Yeah.
Damn.
And the dude with the tractor who was like, the big one, World War II, they were taking our planes down. That dude was sauce, too. He's about to drive a tractor home. How shit-faced do you have to be to drive your tractor home in the cold, bro? Walk.
That's some Indiana shit.
That is definitely some Indiana
I know, and then the cops drove drunk, too. They're okay with that, too.
Yeah. Small town, man.
I'm the sheriff, so I could drive drunk.
I think a remake would be funny. It still, I think, has to happen in a small town. Yeah. Gremlins in the big city, I feel like... I
think that'd be different, because they'll have different things they got to overcome.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Gremlins in the big city is one of those things that'd be like... They would multiply so fast and become such a problem that, like, by the time you looked up,
there's so much more life.
It'd be like a zombie movie at that point. It'd just be like hordes of gremlins.
That'd be super sick.
Yeah, I kind of like them just fucking around. Like
everyone's got lights though. Like we'd be all right.
Yeah, they wouldn't last. I like the idea of them being like them at the bar and at the movie theater is my favorite version of them, and them singing Christmas carols. Like they're not like sure they're little murderous bastards, but also they're kind of just fucking around.
They're just trouble, dude.
Yeah. That's it. They're just like, like, why were they singing Christmas carols? Where did they get those outfits from? Where did they find all those tiny hats? Why are they smoking and drinking cigarettes at the bar? Why are they gambling? Like,
who gave them style? Like,
what's happening? Like, they just suddenly go from being like, yes, we popped out of people's backs, and yes, we ate after midnight. But now what do? Poker, motherfucker.
Right, it's poker time.
One of them learned how to flash. Where did they learn these behaviors, bro? Like,
movies, bro. They're watching movies.
They just got more and more ignorant as time went.
They did. They
hilarious.
Did. Also, I can see somebody being like, we were joking before this when Pat said that Gremlins are like foreigners. We're like, well, if someone be like Gremlins is like black folks, and that'll be like Riley from fucking Boondocks or Uncle Ruckus or some shit.
Ruckus.
Oh, that movie, The Gremlins, with all them niggas running around there.
Right.
You can see that shit. It's an interesting read, bro. I want to give it to you because damn, why is Dwayne Johnson the only man who can turn lesbians? Because Rock beats scissors. Thank you, Watchdog. Well. Here we are now, towards the end of the podcast, where we're going to discuss the next thing.
I got to pick my movie.
I don't know.
Yeah, what did you say?
Yeah, so I'm between 4 movies right now.
Damn,
I can't think.
movies.
So I'm thinking between Uncommon Minors. I'm thinking between I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of any of these two?
No,
hold on.
I heard of neither of those.
Pat, I wanted to save. We're being rated.
Oh my God, are we being rated by the fucking Sunday Rundown? Sunday Rundown. It's motherfucking Friday.
Ow! What the fuck? It is Friday.
Who let the cash in?
Damn, the disrespect. You gonna let him close your water bottle like that?
Right. I
can't
hear
believe
closing
that shit.
water bottles. But anyways,
Hold on. I wanted to make a pitch to you first.
No, I'm picking the next movie.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I was going to ask if you wanted to wait until the 22nd because it would literally be the last thing we do before Halloween or Christmas.
Because I probably won't be here on the 22nd.
Okay, cool. Then what's your movie?
All right, so I'm between Uncommon Minors.
Never heard of it.
You have to pick one. Are you asking us?
Yeah, or I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Never heard that either.
Or Fred Claus with or Four Brothers.
Fred Claus is with
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, I like Vince Vaughn.
Yeah,
he's funny.
Have you seen that one?
No.
All right, we're gonna watch Fred Claus because I feel
Fred
like
Claus.
You guys seen Four Brothers, right?
Yeah, I've seen Four
All
Brothers.
right, so yeah, let's do Fred Claus. Yeah, I think that'd be good.
All right, cool.
Has a good message in there.
Spidey, are you going to be here on the 22nd?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool. I'm going to put together a different panel for the 22nd since Pat will be absent.
Yeah.
And for that one, then, that means the last Christmas movie to get picked is going to be Long Kiss Goodnight.
What? Why? Why are you a boring one?
Oh, a movie you never seen before that you think is boring?
Is it another racist movie, Chris?
Maybe you got to watch it to
Who
find out.
knows?
I don't know. You don't like a good racist flick?
I don't know. You know what? I just recently found out that what's his face? Bo Nucky not coming to town, so maybe I might be able to come in.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, regardless if you're here or not, and once again, like, we were watching Gremlins and we're like, damn, Pat's gonna love this movie. Look at these guys. These guys are little villains, but they're kind of cool. They're awesome. They're out here doing fun shit, bro.
Yeah, I would want
one as long as the team wasn't around foreigners, and then they fucked it up for me. I would have thought they were cool.
I'd want one even after the transformation.
Yeah.
For real?
I feel like I can still tame him. Yeah.
No, I want
I
Gizmo.
can still tame him. I definitely want Gizmo, but I feel like I can still tame one. Just be like, bro, y'all better chill out because I'll send the fucking gremlin over. You keep
Right?
acting
Yeah, honestly, just being your little hitman.
bro. Just
Look,
have a little side beat.
I'm here to take Gremlins away from whoever wrote it originally. That shit's ours now. I fuck with the Gremlins. Let's go.
Swear. It's such a good movie.
Right? I'm trying to hang out with them. Like, look, I think Gizmo's cute as fuck, but like, let's get it right. If the other Gremlins, if we can get them a little bit of home training in a proper setting,
Right.
the Gremlins will throw a banger, bro.
Could I teach him to roll up? Like,
Right? Which party we going to? The Gremlins party or the little cute Mogwai fucking Gizmo party?
they're gonna be singing in unison and shit. It'll be awesome for a few minutes.
Right? And then I'm like, man, this shit is too wholesome. I'm trying to see some Gremlin strippers right now.
Gremlin strippers.
Right now. Where's the bottom? I'm trying to get
For
there.
sure, they're twerking from the ceiling.
All right, y'all. So check it. On the 15th, we will be watching Fred Claus to keep
Nice.
the Christmas theme going. And then on the 22nd, which will be the last day that we do anything. Honestly, we might just come in and do the podcast and then peace the fuck out since
Honestly,
the next day is Christmas Eve.
if you guys do that, I might do that.
We will be watching Long Kiss Goodnight.
Long Kiss
starring
Goodnight.
Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson.
Gina Davis. I'm trying to feel like I know her, but I don't know her. Is she in Martin?
Her name's just Gina in Martin.
Yeah,
that's just
funny.
a character. But Gina Davis is she's in Beetlejuice.
No, I don't know her.
This lady?
I don't know her.
You know this lady? Virginia Elizabeth.
Gross.
Huh, Gina for short. I didn't know you can call people named Virginia Gina.
Me neither.
Yeah, let me she's in Thelma and Louise. No. Stuart Little.
I watched her a little bit.
The Long Kiss Goodnight. A League of Their Own. The Fly. She is in The Fly.
She's always artsy.
I heard The Fly's a good
Artsy fartsy.
God.
Thelma and fucking Louise is artsy fartsy. Beetlejuice is artsy fartsy.
There's a cult following for that. I don't
Okay, Stuart Little, artsy fartsy.
I didn't like that movie.
A League of Their fucking Own. Pat.
That looks artsy.
Pat.
Have you seen League of Their Own? That's great.
Pat, you can't.
Tom Hanks, fucking who else? It's star-studded, that one.
That's artsy fartsy.
Cutthroat Island looks like
The
a
Fly,
fucking. The Fly's artsy fartsy.
These movies
The
I
Fly
never
pretty
heard of.
fucked
They're all
up?
like Sundance films.
Pat. Pat, no, they're not. All of these films are fucking old blockbusters. Yeah. Thelma and Louise, old blockbuster. Beetlejuice, old fucking blockbuster. Long Kiss Goodnight is like an underrated movie that nobody saw. Stuart Little's a fucking kids movie. This shit wasn't at Sundance. Fucking A League of Their Own is a good movie. Old school, just regular good movie. The Fly is a horror movie. Definitely wasn't at Sundance, starring Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, and that's why I've heard of it.
It's just a fucking silly pirate movie that definitely went straight to DVD, bro. So, don't know. All about artsy fartsy. Anyway, if any of you guys are participating in the movie club, which everyone should be, please stick around because we will be doing more. Next up is Fred Claus, followed by The Long Kiss Goodnight. Hey. All right, I'm going to hit the button now. Stick around for the raid. Bye.
For the raid. I do kind of want to watch The Fly because I like Jeff Goldblum. I'll go watch the Jeff Goldblum movie.
Who's Jeff Goldblum?
You remember Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Dr. Ian Malcolm?
Oh, the guy with the...